Welcome back. A Central Illinois theater bringing a best-selling novel turned Broadway play to center stage. It's happening in your community. Joining us, New York Times best-selling author Wanda Brunstetter and Cassie Yoder for Green Mill Village. It's good to have both of you.
Thank you for having us.
This is going to be a lot of fun. The commercial's been playing, and the musical is called Half Stitched. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about it.
Well, you know what? I should let Wanda, because she's the one that wrote it. Who
That's
better
true.
to tell us?
I'll ask you about the musical interpretation. So what was your inspiration?
Well, actually, the Bluegate Musicals contacted me and asked if I would consider writing a book with a theme about an Amish lady who teaches quilting in her home. And they wanted 6 unusual characters to come to learn to quilt. Not the traditional, what we would think of as quilters. And so each of them come with a problem. And she quickly realizes she's going to be doing more than teaching them how to quilt.
From everything that I've heard from people who enjoy quilting, that when you're doing it in a group, it's a little bit like a therapy session.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And that's exactly what the musical kind of turns into. And I think that over the course of that, you see their problems unfold, and you see how Emma, who is that Amish widow, and how she takes care of them, and how she helps them. They learn about themselves as they're quilting. And so that's the enjoyment of coming to see Half Stitch there at Green Mill Village Theater.
So what was the inspiration then, Wanda, for writing this? Someone came to you, but you had to draw on something to kind of make this all come together.
Well, for one thing, my husband and I know the Amish very well. Okay. We have a lot of Amish connections, a lot of friends. And so I've met women, Amish women, who would be similar to Emma Yoder and who would be able to mentor. And I've also met a lot of people from all walks of life. And I was able to draw on some of the people that I actually know personally for some of these characters, including myself.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. So there's a bit of Wanda in there.
Yeah. Well, one of the characters is a pastor's wife.
Okay.
And I used to be when my husband was in the ministry, so I could totally relate to her character.
Okay. And this is not your first book.
No, no, no. I've written 70 books.
Yeah. Wow. And being on the New York Times bestseller list is certainly a feather in your cap.
It's exciting. I still have to pinch myself sometimes when I see my name up there.
Yeah, which is cool. And how cool to bring that to a stage near us, Cassie. So tell us how that all came about.
Well, you know, we partnered with Bluegate Musicals, and Bluegate, we're the 4th city now in America to have Bluegate Musicals.
Wow.
So Indiana, Ohio, and then Pennsylvania, and now here in Arcola, Illinois. And so having that run, it's a 20-week run, June 25th through October 30th, and primarily it's 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. shows. So Tuesday through Saturday is usually what we run for our show. So you can come throughout the summer, so it's not like it's 5 days and then you're gone. It's the same show, Half Stitch, for 20 weeks.
Excellent. So lots of opportunity to see it, lots of opportunity to engage. So you brought some quilts.
We did.
Yeah, these are really beautiful.
Yeah, some of these, this is actually from some of our friends over in Arthur. And so being that it's Half Stitch, it's obviously about the quilt making. It seemed pretty fitting. And, you know, there's a lot of quilts that you see in the show. So I think that for those quilt lovers, they kind of take to that, of course, for the musical. But I think the other piece of this is that it fits into the Amish country of Illinois tourism. You know, people come to learn about the Amish, and I think that Wanda's books shed light in that in such a respectful way. That's why Bluegate, you know, teams up with her. That's why we teamed up and became, you know, Green Mill Village Theater, because of the success that they've had at these other cities.
Yeah, which is really wonderful, because there's a fantastic way of life that even in our modern age, we have certain perceptions of how this is, but until you understand it, you don't really.
Exactly, and that's what I always hope to accomplish in my novels, is to let my readers understand the Amish way.
Yeah, and so here's an opportunity to read it, not only in the book, but also see it on stage. And Green Mill Village Theater is pretty new.
It is. So what we did is Green Mill Village is there in Arcola, and so we're the 65-acre development. We have Carriage Crossing Senior Living, Best Western Plus Hotel, and we converted then the convention center into the theater.
Oh, wow.
And so that was quite an undertaking, but it was so exciting to see it come to fruition. And so when you walk in, there's a 250-seat theater, and I mean, to be able to bring Half Stitch to Arcola, to Amish country of Illinois, it's just perfect.
Well, and it does sound like a great match and a great opportunity not only to get a little understanding of the Amish friends in our midst, but also to have a good time.
Yeah.
This was written as a comedy, right? Certainly on stage. Was it that case in the book, too?
There's a lot of humor in the book as well. There's a lot of emotionally gripping things that go on as well. So it touches your heart in many ways. and it touches lives from all walks of lives.
Yeah.
And you know, to be able to have Wally Nason, who's the composer and director, be a part of that, I think that brings the comedy and the drama together for one great musical.
Yeah, and it's playing this summer, throughout the summer, all the way through October, right,
That's correct.
Cassie?
June 25th through October 30th.
Well, you definitely need to check out the play and also look at Wanda's book here, too. The Half-Stitched Amish Quilting Club is the book, and the play is, and the musical is Half-Stitched, happening right now at the Green Mill Village Theater in Arcola. Definitely check it out, and we'll connect you to everything at CILiving.tv. Now,